Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to Open's Clubhouse. I'm your channel host, Miss Open. And if as you come in, if you do not mind, double tapping the screen, finding the like symbol to like the live tonight, as well as if you're new here, please go ahead and subscribe so you can become a VIP today. And I'm sorry I'm a few minutes late. Yeah, just 3 good minutes. I'm a little late, but I'm here and we have a topic tonight. And I'm just gonna wait and see who comes in to support your girl, and we can have this conversation. Y'all, my face look oily, but we ain't gonna worry about that. We ain't gonna worry about that. I don't have anybody here yet, but we're gonna continue to brand Opens Clubhouse. We're gonna get out here like I did at Opinionated News. If you've never been to Opinionated News, stop by that channel as well and subscribe. That's my main channel. But here at Opens Clubhouse is where it all goes down. We're gonna hold daily discussions. We're gonna have fun as a community, as well as just put out some good tea. So I'll give y'all a second to come in, see if anybody comes in. And I'm trying to figure out because like I don't know if this channel tainted like my other one. And y'all gotta bear with me. I'm thirsty. Gotta have some Coke. I drank water all day today. And so I deserve this little caffeine that I'm about to get. But hopefully some people come in so we can talk. My topic is dating while parenting. I came across this story. It wasn't even a story, it was a post on Facebook about a young lady who was dating a single father. And I want to talk about it. And so I'm going to give a couple of minutes for people to come in and notice, but you're here at Opens Clubhouse. And I thank you. And I don't want to be here too long tonight as it is a school night and I am a single mother. Yes, a single mother. And I have to get up early and get that baby to school. Well, she ain't a baby, she's 15. But I got to get up early and get her up out of here. So, welcome, welcome. I'm Miss Open. I see two people just joined. Don't be afraid to drop down. We do have a topic tonight. I'm just waiting on a few more people to come in, join, get in on the conversation before we start talking about a single dad invited a single lady over. His daughter climbed into the bed. The lady left in the middle of the night. And so we're going to talk about it. I have their exact dialogue and everything that happened upon text message. And I want to talk about it and see how you feel. Hi, come in, drop down, say hello. I'm Miss Open. Double tap the screen to like the live and also subscribe to the channel. You're here at Opens Clubhouse where we put out reality TV news. We're going to put out regular news about things that's happening amongst the community, as well as I host great game nights, and we'll get back to doing that soon. Ooh, y'all just left me that fast. It's okay. A little click and a little view is a little click and a little view. I'm gonna wait till I see if I see some people drop down before I get into my commentary. But if nobody don't drop down in the next few minutes, I'm gonna jump into my commentary and we gonna get up out of here. Because I know how to converse with myself and tell, hello, I see people coming in and out. Don't be scared to drop down. We have a nice discussion tonight, and we're going to talk about it. Dating while parenting, and definitely parenting younger children. You know, most people are parents, but if you're in my age range, I'll be 42 this Monday coming up. Yes, I'm a Virgo. And so we're going to, but if you're in my age range around 42, most people have younger kids. Some have younger kids. Some have teenage kids. And if you're single, like I am, single parent, like I am, dating is sort of difficult sometimes. So we want to talk about it. But I want somebody to at least say, hey, drop down. I don't want to talk to myself, even though I don't mind. I talk to myself all the time. I just don't answer back. So no, well, I might be a tad bit off the rocker a little bit, but I got most of my marbles. I got most of my marbles. Okay, I see I just got two people hanging in here with me, so maybe if I start my commentary, you all will want to join in. You all want to join in. So, like I said, I ran across this story. Well, this post on Facebook a couple of days ago, and it was a young lady who's dating a single father, and he invited her over to stay the night. And so when he invited her over to stay the night, of course, I'm assuming adult actions happened. I'm assuming, whatever happened in that bedroom, something happened in the bedroom. Well, in the middle of the night, the guy's daughter, and she posted a picture, and so the little girl looked like she was between the age of 4 to maybe 6, no greater than 7. I appreciate your subscription, Grace. Thank you so much. But now she may be around 4 to 7, 7 tops. You can never tell. Hello, come on in. I'm holding a discussion. Subscribe to the channel, like the live while you're here. I appreciate you. I'm Miss Open. And so as he invited the lady over, they stayed the night. In the middle of the night, the little girl jumped in the bed and the lady left. Now, this is exactly what she posted on Facebook. I'm going to read it to you. It says, "So I pack a bag to spend the night." And one second, it was a little bit of bad grammar in her post and in their text messages. So I'm reading it verbatim. Don't be thinking that Miss Open don't know how to put her isn't in place of her ain'ts and her didn't in place of those ain'ts. But this is exactly what she said. "So I pack a bag to spend the night with this guy I'm dating. He's a single dad. That ain't the issue. But tell me why in the middle of the night his daughter climbs in the bed with us. I woke up to dirty feet in my face. He didn't seem to have an issue, but I did. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I felt inappropriate. I grabbed my things and left. Why he ain't put her out? I should come first." So that was her post that she made on Facebook. Hey, twin. Hey, Malika. Welcome. It's just a few of us talking about. I don't know if you went to my community wall and seen it, but I just read what the young lady said. A lady's dating a guy. He's a single father. She goes stays the night. And of course, I'm quite sure some adult action happens in the middle of the night. His daughter seems to be between the ages of 4 and 7. His daughter climbs in the bed with them. The lady leaves because the man didn't try to put her back in bed. None of that. He just let the baby sleep with him. So, well, with them. Now, I'm going to get into the dialogue that they text the next morning before I continue on in the commentary. So, I guess when he woke up the next morning and realized that she was no longer there, he sent her a text message. And this is what he said: "Why did you leave like that? You ain't even say bye. Damn." She responded, "Because your daughter climbed in the bed and I literally woke up with dirty feet in my face." Now I'm going to pause right there. Why was the little girl feet dirty? Did he not bathe her? I'm not going to say they because she's just the guest coming over, but did he not bathe her the night? Well, I don't know, but the baby had dirty feet. Let's continue. So he responded, "She's a kid. That's normal for her. She wanted to be close to me." And the lady said, "Yeah, but I'm not her mom." Well, she said mama. Let me read it verbatim. "I'm not her mama. That's not cool to put my child out just to make you comfortable." Now remember, this is a lady he's dating. So she responded, "And that's the problem. I should come first when I'm there. Nobody wants to be kicked in the head all night. My comfort should matter more." He responded, "My child will always come first. If you can't handle that, maybe this ain't for you." And she said, "Exactly. That's why I left." So I want to talk about it. I want to break that down a little bit and talk about it because I am a single mom. I've been a single mom since my daughter was 10 months old. And it's sort of difficult dating. And in those comments, of course, it didn't, the post didn't go viral, but there were a lot of people commenting up under there. Some was siding with him, some was siding with her. I'm somewhere stuck in the middle of this situation. Of course, I feel like, because they were saying, well, he shouldn't be inviting women over to his house while he got kids there. Well, he's a totally single father. He's raising this child. So what's the difference between a mother inviting a guy over to her house when she totally has kids there than a single father inviting women over to his house when he has kids? let's jump into what Malika said. So that if he knows his daughter does this, he probably should have had his woman over. Second, the lady is out of pocket, and that's sort of how I feel too. I feel like if he knew he was going to have a lady over there, knowing his daughter climbs in the bed, because this is, of course, not his daughter's first time climbing in the bed. I'm quite sure that might be her normal routine. Why wasn't the door locked? That's where I would like to start. Like, why was not the door locked? Why wasn't the door locked? Like, I'm okay with him having a lady come over to stay the night. He's a grown man. He's dating. He's trying to figure things out. You know what I'm saying? It's obviously more convenient for her to come over instead of him going over and taking kids to her house. Now, he could have probably found the babysitter, but we don't know his situation. We don't know if, his work hours. I don't know what was going on. And I'm not sure exactly what day this was. I found this. If today is Thursday, I found this online on Tuesday. So I'm assuming it could have happened over the weekend, maybe Monday. So I'm not sure. But like I said, the baby seemed to be between 4 and 7 years old. And now, far as, let me make sure I'm keeping up with my points, y'all. I want to keep up with my points. Now, he was saying his daughter is always going to come first. I want to talk about that. Of course, as a single mom, my daughter's coming first before everything. But I also have to put myself first to be happy for her. And by him saying he's putting his daughter first, which you should, of course, definitely to I'm not going to say a stranger, but just a lady that you're dating. Hey, Kenyatta. Welcome, girl. Welcome. We're talking about a guy, single dad, invites a lady over to his house. They, of course, to stay the night. Little girl, probably 4 to 7 years old, jumps in the dad's bed in the middle of the night. The lady said she woke up to little dirty little feet in her face. The man didn't try to put her back in the bedroom, so she left in the middle of the night. And they had some dialogue between text message where he said he gonna always put his daughter first, and maybe this relationship or this situationship was not for her, and she sort of agreed. Now, Malika said, so my friend has his daughter, and I would always go over, and her, oh, and me and her would hang out. I picked her up from school and all. And see, that's the thing. I'm not sure at what stage and what level they are in a relationship. Like, I'm not sure because I know when I was dating, definitely when my baby was that age, 4 to 7, your hours are between the hours of 12 and 6. You got to come over at 12 because Noodles will go to bed around 8 or 9, but somewhere between 10 and 11 ish, she might want to roll over, do something, get up, go use the bathroom. Hey, sis. Hey, sis. So, of course, I would put her back, get her together. So, if my boo thinks is coming over, you're coming over between 12 and 6, where my daughter's not seeing you. And my door is obviously locked, so she can't just walk in the room in the middle of the night. Like I told y'all on my other channel before, like one time I had to literally throw a guy out the window. And I still love him. He had texted me not too long ago. Not text my phone, but he reached out to me on Messenger. That would have been my last baby daddy. But he I had to throw him out the window because Noodles didn't know I was having company in the middle of the night, and she happened to wake up, or either we overslept a little bit, something happened. But at the end of the day, my baby got up, and I threw him out the window. And but Noodles was never the type of baby to come climb in my bed. Never really was. She was never that one. She's really always been independent. She was, because I let her. We didn't co-sleep ever. She always had her own crib, her own bed, her own whatever, her own room. So we didn't co-sleep. So it was easier for me to sneak somebody in, and they do their thing. Now, I mean, we do our thing, but obviously, like I said, he didn't lock the door. Y'all give me a second. My mouth is real dry today. But I'm not sure how far they are in that relationship on if she even has been interacting with the daughter during the daytime. Now, I've dated a few single guys, none that really were full time fathers, far as me going to stay the night over there. But my ex, when he and I were together, we of course we became a family unit, cohabitated and stuff. But he had kids that were a little clingy and wanted to come climb in the bed, and I wasn't having it. And we was together, but I don't, quite sure some adult activity happened in that bed. So why is the baby climbing in y'all sweaty bed and at the middle of the night? Granted, she's probably used to that, but she's also probably used to dad sleeping alone. And so, like what the lady said, I'm not her mom. I want to make sure I got that correct. She said, yes, I'm not her mama. That's not cool. You ain't even try to move her or put her back in her bed. Now, I think that's where some of the fault comes with the dad. Like when he did notice that the baby got in the bed, he should have put her back in her bed, because if this is on the flip side where she's the single mom and it's a guy sleeping in her bed and her child comes and climb in the bed, definitely her female child comes and climb in the bed, it'll be World War V. Everybody have a whole different outlook on it. Like, oh my God, she letting, you know, her baby sleep with random men in her bed, where I seen a lot of people siding with him. Yeah, his daughter should come first. She can leave, da 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 da. But if it was on the flip side, because it happens more, like I'm quite sure right now, millions of ladies laid up single with a man in their bed and their kids are in the house. So I don't like the hypocrisy on, or the double standard on, dating while parenting as a father. Let's see. I got another point. I was trying to have my points. Y'all know Miss Opener go y'all know my short term memory loss ain't so good. So I'm trying to make sure I didn't really write points down, but I wrote down their conversations so I can sort of stay on track a little bit. Cause y'all know I'll go everywhere. And I see people that are coming in and out. If you did not like the live, please double tap the screen to at least give me a like or two tonight. As well as, if you have not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Yeah, that is true, Kenyatta. Like, it's a flip side to it. But at the end of the day, I just feel like no kid should be laying in the bed with someone who isn't their parent. You know what I'm saying? Now, step parent is a difference. Once you done got married, y'all have cohabitated your family, and the kids are very comfortable. But we're not sure how comfortable that little girl is, around that lady. Now, granted, obviously she didn't care. She just wanted to be around her daddy and got in that bed and had her little feet kicked up. If y'all want to see the picture, I'm assuming the lady snapped that picture when she was packing her bag and getting herself up out of there. Because the little girl did have her feet towards the daddy face. I'm not sure, because the lady said she had feet in her face. So I'm not sure if the girl climbed in the middle. But the way the picture looks, it looks like she could have climbed in between them. And, and had that been on the flip side where that was her daughter, and you know, she climbing in the bed with that man and putting her feet all in her face, like, it ain't safe. So I feel like lock your door. I'm not saying don't have a woman over or don't have a man over, but do put your babies first, and do think in mind that, hey, um, look, Keisha get up in the middle of the night. I ain't never heard of a baby named Keisha, but y'all know what I'm saying. Look, Keisha do get up in the middle of the night, so be mindful that, hey, maybe I should lock my door, because what if she would have came in and, like, were they clothed? Like, that's my whole thing. Like, I'm quite sure Daddy probably ain't had no shirt on. In the picture, it didn't look like he had no shirt on, but like, was the lady laid there butt booty naked, or was she? Did she have on her lingerie? Or did she have an old lady nightgown or a moo? Like, we don't know what happened. I said, as you coming in, please double tap the screen for me. Give me a little like or two. I'm trying to get up out here in the algorithm on this channel. Let people know that the clubhouse is open. And so, but we're shifting to doing discussions over here, as well as having some fun and opening up about my life and showing y'all some good things. You say I honestly miss her. Went back to to get her went back to get her mom. What who you missed? Let me see. I missed something. Okay. I missed you up here. Okay, to her shopping and all that. Oh, you took her shopping and she was like, 10, you missed the baby. Oh. Like, I'm gonna be honest about myself. I'm not good with other people's children. I know it. I own it. Because I'm a little rough. And I'm not saying physically, but voicely, I'm a little rough with the children. I don't take no bullshit with my own kid. Well, I do. Y'all call APS. I do take some bullshit, from my own kid and stuff. But when it comes to other people's children, I'm like, I'm not signing up to be a stepmom. I can't. Like, I had been talking to two guys. We ain't really texted in a couple of weeks now, neither one of them. Because I don't keep up with communication. But one of them had a 4-year-old. Like, he was doing good when we first started talking. He was like, don't you got a couple of kids? He was like, yeah, I got a 17. He had a 19-year-old and two 17-year-olds. And then he had a 4-year-old on there. And I was like, oh, ain't nothing I can do with you. Really, because I'm not signing up to At this age, I'm not just trying to screw and do all that stuff. I'm looking for something serious. And so I can't do anything serious with you with a 4 year old because I'm not signing up to be a step parent. I'm not signing up for little kids climbing in the bed while I'm trying to get my thing going on. I'm not signing up to go into the park, first grade graduation, eighth grade graduation. I done all that. I'm not signing up for it. And then the other guy, um, he's a single dad where the mother, his kids lives in Ohio. He stay here in Michigan. Now his kids were a okay age, 11 and 12, but of course that's that funky attitude age. I'd have been there, done that. I'm not signing up. Still don't want to go to eighth grade graduation. None of that. So, I personally know in my date while I'm dating and trying to talk to these guys, if they're saying they're single fathers or they have kids younger than my baby, there's nothing I can do. We can be friends or we ain't got to know each other at all. But I appreciate y'all for tapping in with me, stopping in. Please double tap the screen to give me a like. And I see a couple of new people coming in. I Miss Open. If you don't know who I am, you're at Open's Clubhouse. That's where you pulled up to. And go ahead and subscribe so you can become a VIP today. You don't want to miss out on what's going to be happening here at the clubhouse. It's starting out slow right now, but we're going to speed it up, pick it up, and get some things popping and going. Let me see if I got another point that I want to hit on. Let me see. Let me see. I done got my number. Luckily, I put numbers on my cards because I get confused. That was the thing she said. Okay. Now he did say, like I said, oops, not that one. He said, my child will always come first. If you can't handle that, maybe this ain't for you. Now, at what level do putting your child first does it come at a cost? Does it come at a cost to your happiness? Because who knows, this lady they probably could have been a good match. They probably are a good match. They probably have fun. They probably doing great things. And being that he is a single dad and he's putting his kid first, as he should, but he has to put himself first as well. And so I got a question, like in dating, like, do you feel that he was wrong for saying that he's gonna put his kid first over her? Like she's saying she just wants to come first when she's there. She believes she should come first, even though she doesn't have a title. Because she just said clearly in that message that she left on the book, she said, I'm dating a single dad. She didn't say that was my man. So she's just really dating him. So should she be first as the woman that has potential to be the woman of his life? Because I'm not going to say I want to be above the kids, of course, because they're kids, they're learning, they're growing, they're da 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 da. But I do feel like kids should see, definitely the kids of single parents should see someone loving their parent. They should see someone, and not saying that the kid has to come second, but the partner has to feel comfortable. And he clearly said, I'm not about to what did he say? Right here, right here. My child, I know I read that one. Oh, I wasn't about to put my child out just to make you comfortable. So at what level do you take your lady's comfortability over your child's comfortability? You know what I'm saying? Because obviously the child is comfortable sleeping in the bed with her dad. But like I said, she was 4 to 7 years old. Like, at what age do you tell your kids to stop climbing in your bed? Which I know, like my sister, Miss Diva D, she got grown kids. They still climb in her bed, and of course, she got a husband, but that guy has been around since they were 1 and 2 years old. They're 28, 27, and 22 now, and so they still climb in her bed when they go over there, or if they happen to be, there that weekend. They still climbing in the bed. Like, no lie, my the youngest one, when she was like 14 or 15, she'll be 22 in a couple of weeks, but she literally used to pull a mattress in her mama room with her stepdad and sleep in their room. And she 14 and 15. So that was cutting into, they missed a nasty time. You know what I'm saying? Like, how much are you willing to put your Mr. Nasty time? Because he invited her over to stay the night, and I'm quite sure that was the purpose of the stay the night. Like, did they even get to do it? Like, what if the lady was expecting round two? Okay, how did you get in here? But maybe the lady was expecting round two the next morning and she ain't even get her round two because she had to leave in the middle of the night. Like me personally, I wouldn't have left in the middle of the night. What I would have done is got me a little blanket, snatched the blanket off the baby bed, and would have slept on the sofa, or whatever. I would have got about that space. And when he woke up the next morning, like, why you got out the bed? We could have had that conversation in person because sometimes that text messages and the attitude and the text messages and the tone get misconstrued. Like I'm a face to face type of lady. Like don't come or on the phone. I'd rather you hear my tone than me texting you back and forth about why I ain't want to be there or why I had to leave or why anything. That ain't my style. But obviously, like he texted her first. But I feel like he should have called her, like, "Hey, you okay? Everything okay? Why you ain't stay?" And they probably could have had that conversation over the phone for one, so she wouldn't have had to bring it to social media. But we thank you for bringing it to social media. It gave me a little topic for tonight. I truly, truly thank you. But let's see. It was another point. Yeah, I need to start. I'm gonna start writing points down. Like, don't hit this, hit this, hit this. Get better. I'm gonna get better. I'm trying to get back in the algorithm of things for myself. Okay, I talked about that. Why did you leave? Okay. Oh, I want to get back on why the baby feet was dirty. Like she kept saying the baby feet was dirty. She said it in the post, and then she said it, of course, in the text message. Like, and he said, he didn't even respond nothing about the baby feet being dirty. He's like, she's a kid. She climbs in the bed. But why was her feet dirty? Like, did he not wash her? Did he decide to put his baby second? To be so the lady can be first. Was she coming and he have enough time to watch the baby? And he was like, just like go to bed, Keisha, take you back to bed. I'm about to have company. Like, I don't know. Now twins say, I mean, she knew he had a daughter, so she shouldn't have dated him. That may be true too. Like that's me. Like I know once we that's one of the first questions I start. I ask. How old are you? Are you involved or do you got a lady? And how many kids you got? That's about question number 3 or 4, maybe 5, because I want to know how old you are too. Da 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 da. But that's just like the guy that slid in my inbox the other day that ran away because he think me and Mike go together. Okay, but he was a fine, handsome Caucasian man. I mean, he's so fine, y'all. If he on social media, y'all need to follow him. He is so fine. And I was like, when we started conversing, it was like okay, because he said he had a 17-year-old daughter that he's a single father of. I run into a lot of single dads here. I don't know if it's my aura or they can just feel that I'm a single mom, but I run into a lot of them. And his daughter was 17. And I'm like, that's cool because my daughter is 15, almost 16. And, they're both girls and they're both old enough to stay home alone if I wanted to go on a date with him. That, it won't be too many barriers on why we couldn't link up and all that. But y'all, he ain't reached back out no more. And I ain't reaching out. Y'all know me. But that man was fine. I ain't never even dated outside my race for real. When I didn't had some, some food and stuff. But as far as on the bedroom level and all that, I only had me a black man. But in this new phase, I am trying to broaden my horizons and see what other races got out there to offer if I can link up to it. But he was fine and I didn't even try to pursue him. He just slid in my inbox out of nowhere, which I had been seeing him on Facebook for a couple of months now. I'm like, oh, that's a fine man, just pretty smile and everything. He was tatted up and he got that ginger color hair, y'all. I don't know. I like Caucasian men with the what they call them gingers or whatever. Those they so cute and sexy to me. But I messed that one up. But I went and put everything on private. That was gonna make people think that I was in a relationship because I'm single. For those that don't know. But yes, like let's get back on the story. Y'all know I like to talk about me. But that's pretty much all I really had because it wasn't no long story or nothing. It really wasn't. I just wanted to bring that to the forefront. Like, it's a lot of double standards because, like I said, had this been flipped on the other side, people would have been bashing that lady. Ooh, ain't no reason you should let that man in that bed with you. Like, what? And I don't understand when people like, oh, you know, they don't want the partner, the person they're dating or whatever around their kids. That's an issue for me because And I've said this before on my other channel, I'm not gonna get invested with a guy 6 months in. I'm feeling him, he feeling me, and we doing all these things, and he hadn't met my baby. And she may not like him. Not saying that my baby is gonna dictate my whole life in my relationship, but if I'm gonna take it to the next level with this person, my daughter has to have some type of relationship with him or be around him, and she has to like him. And so I have to take her feelings into consideration. Okay, let's see. Twin says, my friend would tell me real quick, I'm getting my kids this weekend. We can hook up next. And see, that's true. And that's one of the reasons, like, before I had kids, I only dated two guys with kids, and that was literally right my baby daddy and the guy I was talking to right before her. But I would avoid men with kids altogether because before me being a parent, and I'm not sure if she's a parent, you understand? I'm not sure their age range. He look, you can only see him from the side, but he had some facial hair and stuff, so he looked like he could have been in his 30s or whatever. But not sure the age range or if she have kids of her own. Because sometimes I do notice the single people that aren't parents don't understand the dynamic that a parent has with their children. You know what I'm saying? And of course, like I say, like he even said he's gonna put his child first. But that's gonna come at a cost to where it's probably gonna hinder his relationships and the for the women that may really like him on a serious level, that may, you know, want to, be a part of him and his daughter's life. But by him just blatantly saying I'm gonna put them first. Like I I'm always gonna put noodles first, but I'm never gonna tell this a man that, hey, I'm putting my baby first. No, you're gonna watch me put her first, but I'm also gonna include you in the way that you need to be included or whatever. But if you got kids and stuff that you got a co-parent with, and I'm not concerned about the baby mamas and all that. I'm always put the woman before me first, like not above me, but I'm gonna give her the respect because you bared this man's children. You are his mother. You are his sister. You know what I'm saying? Only ones that I'm not gonna is the best friends. That's just my female best friend. That's the one I got my eye on. But any other woman a part of his life, I'm gonna, take in consideration that they had a relationship before me or some type of knowing before me. But when it comes to these children, once you tell me that you got some, I just got to back away. And like I said, I'm not sure if the young lady has any kids to understand that he wants to be a good dad, and obviously he's a good dad by even raising his kid. Not sure. Nothing came up about. Well, I didn't go back and do no more research either. I'm quite sure some more went back on there, but nothing came up about where the little girl's mom is. But that was her big thing. Like, hey, I am not this little girl mama. So this little girl should not be laid up next to me with her feet in my face, arm around my neck, or however the situation went, which is understandable. But I have to think back to when I start talking to Eddie Lee Johnson Jr., y'all. Y'all, if you're new to this channel over here and you don't know about Eddie Lee Johnson Jr., he's a man that I felt like just the only man that preyed on me, ruined my life, da 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 da. But I remember, I'm not gonna say Noodles climbing in bed with us or whatever, because like I said, but we would be laid in the bed watching a movie together, doing things like that. I'm not sure if that was deemed inappropriate or not because he took on the role as my daughter's father eventually. You know what I'm saying? Even after we broke up for 2 or 3 years, he was still her father. Now, at the end of the day, like, was I wrong? Because I was not gonna say, hey, no, Noodles can't lay in the bed with us and watch Princess and the Frog. Like we're because we were trying to build a small family or whatever, and so I'm not sure if he was on that level with the lady where they're moving towards, tell them hoes we go together, or I'm just here for a booty call. I'm not sure. But I do know that booty was probably being done in that bed, and that baby shouldn't have been in that bed. It's a little germophobic. Sheets ain't getting changed yet. They, like I said, the lady, they could have been waiting to do round two. Were they fully clothed? And why the fuck was the door not locked? Excuse my French, y'all. I try not to cuss so bad. I am a sailor. But that's my main concern on why was the door not locked. Thank you so much, Aubrey. That's my daughter's name. Welcome, and I appreciate the compliment. If you don't mind double tapping the screen to give me a like for my beautifulness, it would be greatly appreciated. Or if you're on a laptop or on your TV, find that thumb symbol and like the live for me. And if you would like to subscribe to the channel, you're here at Open's Clubhouse, and I am Miss Open. And I'm open about everything in my life, and that's what this channel is about. You're gonna see different vlogs coming soon. I hadn't been able to vlog like I want to yet, but you're gonna see different things about me and my daughter, as I am a single mom and I am in a dating phase. And so hopefully, and that's something else I'm trying to bring to this channel, is me dating. I'm trying, when I do get out here and date, I want to see if the guy don't mind being filmed, and I break it down and bring it into a video for y'all. You're a good mom. Mine cusses there. Oh, I cuss bad too, Aubrey. I cuss. I'm a good mom though, but I cuss bad every day. Me and Noodles got into it today, and I feel bad because she was technically um in the right. Like, I should have did it because it was for school. Let me tell y'all what happened with me and Noodles today, since we are open and we're talking about our life. So I pull Noodles gets out of school at 2:40. I pulls up. I'm already there at 2:30 something at those apartments I was at yesterday. So I pull up. I text her I'm at the apartments. She texts me, "Hey mom, can I stay after school for tutoring?" Which, of course, she should have been able to stay. She need tutoring. Thank you so much, Aubrey. And but I told her no, she need to come on because that's something that you should have already planned and told me about. And I wouldn't have been pulled up. I had a horrible day. So I sort of took my frustrations on the day I had out on her, which it was, she like she was telling me, it's only an extra hour. I know. But I don't want to sit in this hot car a whole another hour. Y'all know I was outside yesterday for 16 hours. Y'all sat with me for 3 of those hours while we waiting on her to get out the van. We got up at 5. Well, we left our house at 6:45 this morning, and I had already said in my mind, hey, I'm gonna be able to get home by 3:30 today, get me a little nap in, do what I gotta do, and make sure I can come live. I had my day planned. And when she threw me off with that, of course, I'm telling her no to come on. So she walked to the car with her little attitude, slamming doors, and me and her had started going at it. And but when I look back, I should have let her stay for the tutoring because I got a test and I'm tired of failing. But the thing is, this is the one time that now, but she's probably starting to realize that she has to pass, she has to do well. And but like I told her today, find out when tutoring is. The days you want to stay. Like, she texts me any other time during school, Mom, can I go to Samantha's house? Mom, so why didn't you text me at 11 or 12 when you found out it was tutoring? Hey mom, it's tutoring today. You don't have to pick me up till 4. Um, but to you're fine. You say sorry for butting in the conversation. That's what this is for. This is all about conversing, and that's what the lives are about, Miss Aubrey. You get whatever, if you want to come in, and you sort of did flip my little commentary, but I was done with that commentary anyway. But um so I feel bad that I didn't allow my daughter to stay for tutoring. If school just started. School just started, and we only been in since August 25th, which was only a short week. So we basically just been in for September. So of course it's going to be plenty more days for tutoring. But she said she had a test, so told her, first of all, I'm available. I'm here. I can help you study. Second of all, study at home. But she trying to tell me, oh, I don't have no notes. I don't know what. She's trying to make all these excuses. Well, you weren't gonna be able to take notes at tutoring without the information that you trying to tell me that you needed from the teacher. It was a mess. But I feel bad. Sorry for asking, but how old is your daughter? My daughter is 15, Aubrey. Yes, Aubrey is 15 years old. She'll be 16 real soon in November. And she's a sophomore in high school. And so, but as a parent, I take accountability. And so I did tell her, you can't stay because tomorrow we got a long day again tomorrow. Y'all know she in this band. So tomorrow's my baby's first time marching in the band with the marching band. We will be live at 7 o'clock at the football game. And we're supposed to tailgate tomorrow at 5. I'm not gonna um do anything with the tailgating because my car had battery died last time. So No, it's not a late birthday, Aubrey. It's a early birthday. Her birthday is until November, so we got a couple of more months. My birthday is Monday, Aubrey. And I think you're a little young, Aubrey, but we're gonna let you stick around. I don't even know. I be putting up that my lives aren't for kids, but it's okay. We ain't talking about nothing bad over here tonight. Normally we would, but we're holding down, doing good tonight. We ain't gonna be on the bad side, and we're not gonna be here too much longer, as we have already been here for 40 minutes and 29 seconds. And I thank everybody that did stop in. Give me a like. Stick it out with you 10 now. You gotta go, Aubrey. Now I don't mind you standing around. Why are you up this hour at night and you're 10 years old, Aubrey? It is 10:29. You should have school tomorrow, Aubrey. You should be not on YouTube scrolling these apps at 10:29 at night. Do I need to call your mom, young lady? you but I appreciate you stopping in, little Miss Aubrey. But yeah, you gotta go to bed. It's a school night. It is a school night. My Aubrey is already showered. She cooked for herself tonight. She fed herself, and she is in the room preparing to go to sleep. She probably ain't sleep yet, but and she's 15, so you need to not be on YouTube or any other platforms, Roblox, anything else that y'all do, TikTok. Stay off of it, Aubrey. Go to bed so you can be energized and ready for your Friday at school tomorrow. Okay. But I done got off track. But if for those that watched the replay, remember the commentary was dating while parenting, and a young lady went to stay the night with her little boo thing. Bye, Aubrey. I appreciate you for stopping by. I don't even know what she cooked, twin. I didn't eat like I don't be eating like that. I gotta do better. But as y'all see, I'm still got fupas and rolls and stuff. I can miss a meal or something. But I don't know what she cooked. She did that about 8 o'clock. I was watching Big Brother, but I know she had took her shower first, and then she went and cooked her something to eat. I don't know, but the other night she made her a nice type of steak was that? New York strip. She made her New York strip and some mashed potatoes loaded with some fresh green beans. Noodles be cooking now. I don't be eating her cooking because I don't trust kids. I don't trust them. They can be scratching and doing stuff. We don't know what you did. You could have dropped the meat on the floor. I don't know. I don't be trusting kids. Just my personal thing. But yes, I appreciate you for stopping by, Aubrey. You have a good night, sweetie. We really appreciate your couple of little minutes in here. But I try not to let the kids hang out and stick around like that. But I don't know what Noodles cooked for herself. I'm probably just gonna eat me a little bowl of cereal when I get up off of here, and I'm okay. Like I don't have to have full meals all the time. Yeah, they do, twin, and I'm not because she be getting mad. Like I know she's gonna try to cook something because I won't let her celebrate my birthday for me. Like she be wanting to take my money to buy me something for my birthday. I don't want it. I want to wait till and Mother's Day and all those other holidays. I want to wait till you're an adult, 18, 19, or whenever you get start making your own money. And then you can invest in me and say, hey, that'll show me what type of mom I was. I don't want to give you my money to go buy me a birthday card and a bottle of perfume and none of that stuff. No, I'll just get what I want to get with my money. I'm okay. But she do like to try to cook for me or she'll make a little card, do the free stuff that she can do. Because you ain't getting my money. And right now, y'all know Noodles is on punishment, half punishment, child. We don't know what she supposed to be grounded, but this the easiest grounding I ever seen. But I did stand firm on not buying school clothes for her this year. But she still want to get some new stuff between October and of course her birthday and then Christmas coming. She's still gonna get stuff as long as she stay on track. But her attitude so nasty with me. And I know why her attitude was nasty with me today, but I literally had to pull over, y'all. I was getting ready to go to jail on Noodles. I had to pull over, like, look, little girl, you gonna quit making them faces, talking trash to me, and be disrespecting me. Now, granted, I know you want to stay at tutoring and da 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 da, but we can tutor at home for this one day. If you give me the tutoring schedule, so now I'll know instead of me rushing, because I be out handling my own business, and she's far from where I be, and I had to rush over there, and I'm like, no, I'm not gonna sit out here in this. And it started getting hot, y'all. Even though I got AC and all that, but I was, and I had a headache. I wasn't trying to sit in the car for that long. She's supposed to be grounded until October 1st, Malika. It was supposed to be a 6-week grounding. Because she ran away basically. I ain't gonna say she ran away, but she got in the car, and that's my whole thing. Like when she was making excuses about this tutoring, you found the way to get a ride way from Farmington Hills to Detroit, a 30-minute ride to get 30 minutes back to Farmington Hills, to be gone 4 days, to find your own way back home because I wasn't going to pick you up. But you can't find ways to call me and let me know that tutoring gonna be today, or text me or something. So that's what upset me. Like, you can do all this, no, and I know like tutoring is important. Her education is very important. I take that very much seriously, but I wasn't doing it today. I wasn't doing it. Mm-mm. He says, "Oh dang, my sister was grounded for the entire summer one year." Miss P, that was just in here, she stayed grounded every day of her life. I felt like when she was in middle school, and like she stayed grounded, but it ain't stopped nothing. She still found a way to do what she wanted to do anyway. Mm-mm. But she one time she was grounded. She knitted a whole quilt. That's how long she. Well, one of them quilt blankets that you knit and stuff. That's how long she was grounded. And she was able to knit a whole long big old blanket. Mm-mm. And y'all know Miss Open be smoking. Give me 1 second. I want to grab my cigarettes because I don't know why my anxiety feel high. My anxiety. And I don't know where Ghetto Kitty at. Ghetto Kitty is here somewhere, but he went to sleep somewhere. Noodles fed him, and I ain't seen him since. It's been about an hour and a half. Mm-mm. But yes, y'all, those that don't know, Miss Open be smoking. And I'm just gonna smoke on Open's Clubhouse channel only. I'm gonna try to keep my Opinion News Station channel when I get back over there. I'm working towards trying to get my paperwork together properly. I probably got a couple of more weeks. But I am I am gonna do my birthday dinner. It's just a solo dinner. I don't have friends and all that stuff coming. I'm gonna have a nice dinner for myself on Monday while Noodles is at practice, and I scheduled that on the main channel, so I can probably have more people come in and interact with me as I eat my little birthday dinner and sit there and look cute because I'm gonna try to put on that dress, but I gotta try it on because when I brought that dress, I ain't have all this, y'all. So I don't know if I'm gonna have to get me something to snatch it in. Woo! But I'm gonna have to do something. But my Malika, I had a hard day, Malika. It was a long day. I didn't produce the money I wanted to produce. It was hot. It went from being cool in the morning to hot. It went to I don't know, but I came home. I took my nap. I felt bad, but I got home. I turned on the Big Brother that I didn't watch last night because I was at the band practice, and I watched that, and I took me a nap, and I got up about six, maybe almost 7, 6:45, almost 7 o'clock, and I got up and did what I need to do and got prepared for y'all. Wrote my little commentary stuff down, but I had a long day. But hopefully tomorrow, I'm hopeful for a good day tomorrow. Like, I'm really excited. I be talking trash about this band, but I'm really excited to see my baby march and be a part of a unit and get out there and do her thing with her clarinet. Like, she's playing the saxophone, but she's playing that in the symphony band that she's in slash jazz. I think she's in symphony and jazz because she said she was in 3 different bands. So Tuesday we will be back live over here, but I will not be talking through that live. We're going to be live, and you're going to be watching the band concert. So I'm just gonna have the phone up. I want to be. I might say, hey twin, or say something low. But I'm gonna sit in the back of the auditorium, so I can. And it's up high too. But we're gonna watch the band because if I gotta be there, y'all gonna be there with me. But I don't like the band concerts. I really don't. I feel like I'm gonna like the football. I love football games, like the energy. I remember going when I was younger and stuff, and I like the energy of the football game. So I'm excited about the marching band and the halftime show and all of that. But them concerts, they be having little Johnny playing the flute for 10 minutes. Then they play the craziest songs. I don't know where I'm going for my dinner at yet, twin. Like the last 2, 3 birthdays, I've been going to Black Rock. I really like Black Rock. I don't know if y'all have that in Washington State or whatever, but it's a place where it's like a steakhouse slash, I'm gonna say more steaks, and but you can get a black rock, a heated black rock, and cook your own steaks and certain things on it. Like not every item is a black rock item, but I was thinking about that. But I'm trying to also go somewhere where it's not so many restaurants in the area by where Noodles is gonna be for school. So I'm trying to go somewhere where, because I'm only gonna have 3 hours. Of course, I got to drive there, sit down and get it ordered, all that good stuff. And I need to leave from the premises between 8:30, 8:45, depending on how far I am, to get to Noodles by 9 o'clock to pick her up. So, and it ain't too many good restaurants around there. So, because I would love to go somewhere downtown, but that's going to be way too far and can't do that. Downtown is only 7 minutes from my home, but my birthday happens to be a day that she has practice. So, and then the next day, which is that Tuesday, is the band concert. That Sunday before, I don't know. I might try to celebrate and do something Sunday. Not sure, but I know I got to handle life because I'm trying to get it where I don't have to really do anything besides take her to school on my birthday, go back and pick her up, and then get her back to band. I don't want to have to work, make money, and do all that stuff. So y'all might get a couple of live. Y'all might get a live over here on this channel from me that day as well. Maybe my breakfast or something I might do. But I ain't girl, y'all know I be coming up with some crazy stuff about little Johnny. But I'm gonna try to, do something. I ain't got no friends. I ain't got no man. Now, but I'll figure something out. Now I can call a guy, two or three or four, and say, hey, you want to hang out on my birthday? And I'm quite sure they'll say yes. But I ain't really interested in none of them that who I can talk to. And I messed it up with the right guy because that's how he came in my inbox. Hey, what you doing for your birthday? And so I was like, oh, I might have me a little birthday date this year. Then I invite him to see my YouTube channel, and then he go see the shit with me and Mike. I'm still mad about that. And then I even had another guy text on the leave a comment. I backed off because of Mike. Boy, bring your behind back. Don't be back letting nobody else stop you. You say we have Black Angus. Oh, okay. I gotta find somewhere to go because I'm trying to think. Like I definitely don't want to do no Applebee's, but Applebee's still a little far. Um, ain't really much like chain restaurants around there. I could go to Olive Garden, but that's still a tab. It ain't really that far. So, in the Black Rock place I was talking about, that is a little far. It's probably about 15 to 20 minute drive or whatever. But being that it's just gonna be me, I'm quite sure. And then they have an outside, depending on the weather that day. Which I checked the weather. I think our low is like 50 something, and our high is about 70 something that day. So that's a decent day. So like when me and Noodles went there last year, we um we sat outside and ate. And me and her went to this place called Full Throttle, where we drove the little drag race cars and stuff. That's what I did for my birthday last year. And then my little boo thing, he came over that night and smashed me and brought my little gifts over. So my birthday was okay last year. Now this year, pockets a little funny. I ain't got no backbeater. Um, so but I'm gonna make the best of it. I'm definitely happy for another year of life. If I can make till Monday, because with this world day and time, we never know our day or time that we may not be here. But I'm still hopeful come Monday to still be here and be 42 years old. Cause I don't feel 42. I look at it a little bit. I'm starting to feel it, in the facial area. But I'm gonna get all this fixed on back right. But I don't feel 42 in the body and or in the mind. I'm a little childish. Well, I'm gonna say a lot childish. I ain't gonna say a little childish. I'm a lot childish. But I'm still a woman. I still handle what I need to handle and do what I need to do to, continue to progress in this world. And so I am looking forward to my birthday. Another year, another I always look at it as, another chance to do better than I did the year before. Sometimes it don't work out. Sometimes I backslide and go back worse than I was. But I'm really Since I turned 40, I've been on my elevation. Oh, y'all need that little coat. I don't know what's going on with my little throat today. Twin say, girl, I booked me a room for the weekend, took myself out to dinner lunch, and did glass blowing class. And see, being that I got to be a single parent and stuff, I don't want, and she on punishment. Like, and that's my whole nother thing. Like, she ain't supposed to be getting out to eat, but I'm gonna bring her from wherever I go, get me something to eat for my birthday. I'm gonna get her something to go as well, so she don't have to come home and try to, cook her nothing or nothing like that. So I'm gonna bring her to go plate, but it's been plenty times. Like, I think my last good birthday where I did the hotel and all that stuff, because I went to Vegas for 34. 35 was the year that I did I didn't have to do it. I had a man then, and he got me a room at the MGM. He took me and my best friend Zane. Like, she came up, and he funded our whole weekend, and it was a good time. We went and did the smoke and paint. It was called Arts with a Spark. We went and painted that and did that. We went to the casino because that's when I used to like to gamble back then. And we also, of course, had the big hotel. I feel like we did something else, but he was trying to take me back to Vegas that year, but we didn't have babysitters and all that. So he sort of brought Vegas to Detroit for me, and that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. But I've never, to be honest, I've never had a real birthday party. I want to say when I was like 9 or 10. I feel like my mom threw me and my sister. I have a sister whose birthday is the day after mine. So I had to probably be 9. I think my sister was turning 19. I mean 18, and I was turning 9 that year. She threw us a little party in the neighborhood together. And then I threw my own 22nd birthday party. And I haven't had a birthday party since. And so, and with that 22nd birthday party, it was me and a coworker. We shared, our birthday was a few days apart. And so we teamed up, made our little party. We had it wasn't even at a venue, it was at another coworker's house, but we had a good time at that party. It was a good old time. But I was young. I don't even think I talked to any of those ladies anymore and stuff because I was staying in Atlanta then. Y'all know Miss Open is a little nomad, but she'll go stay wherever, however, whenever. So, but I'm looking forward to 42. And and it's really not about the gifts or going out doing stuff. It's really about the life for me and planning to be better and get out of just grow a little more so I can get out of the situations that I am in. Now my situations ain't horrible. Definitely people are in way worse situations. Got health, life. We got our basics and stuff. But I'm tired of just being a basic lady. I almost said a B word, but I don't want to be a basic B. I want to elevate a little more, and I don't want to be a bougie B either. But want to elevate a little bit more and get into the next phase of my life because that's what I'm transitioning for. Because as Noodles is growing older, I am as well, and she's gonna be moving on to her next phase of life, and I want to be prepared for it. Cause like my best friend just sent her girls off to college 3 weeks ago, and now she's an empty nester, and she don't really know what to do no more. Cause for 19 years, cause her oldest daughter 19, almost 20, she just mothered, took the kids to daycare or wherever and to school and to then they start getting jobs and stuff. But now that they're gone, not out of state, but they're out of the town that she lives in. She lives in Atlanta. One went to Savannah, one went to Albany. And now she don't know what to do with her days besides her normal working days. Cause I normally just hear from my best friend on Monday. She called me last night. She probably trying to call me in a minute. Who knows? Like she's not used to not having her kids around. And so but she got a man, but they don't cohabitate or anything. So, she spending some time with him, but it's new to her. And so when it's time for me to transition there, I want to be prepared for it. And yeah, twin, like I've never had a real birthday party like that. And I want one for 45. I want one for 45. And I don't know, but the thing is, like, all my people that I would want at my party is everywhere. My original best friend. Um, we've been friends since we were in third grade. She's in my hometown of Georgia. My next real best friend, what I was just talking about, she's in Atlanta. The next one's Zanae that used to come over, but she be working so much now. She's in Texas. All of my family is dispersed between Georgia, um, Virginia, Jersey. Like, so where would I have me a party at? And I only had maybe 3 or 4 family members fly up to see me since I've been in Detroit, because most of them don't fly and they scary. And one of them is gone, the one that came to see me the most. So yeah, but we ain't gonna be here too much longer because I'm done with my commentary. I just want to come out and try to do me a little commentary. I'm trying to find a story to make a video on for this channel. And because it's not like news. I'm trying to find a something going on in the reality world or the celebrity world. I'm not big on celebrities, but I've been, keeping up with the Papoose and Clarissa Shields a little bit. Been keeping up with the Cardi B Offset situation a little bit, and it's something else. But I'm not really big on celebrity, but I do want to bring celebrity style stuff just to keep my channel separate from the news station. And so I'm going to continue to try to work on that and, grow this channel. I'm going to try to grow this channel a little more. But we have been here for 1 hour, 1 minute, and 22 seconds. And I appreciate everyone. But being that I did talk about everything I wanted to talk about, which was dating while parenting. If you make it this far in the video and you did not like the live, please do like the live. If you come in and watch the replay, if you just support your girl, please do. Remember, I'm Miss Open. You're here at Open's Clubhouse. We're gonna turn it into a real clubhouse eventually. We're gonna continue to grow, and I'm going to be on this channel for, the majority of the time until I get my AdSense fixed on the main channel. And when we go back to the main channel, we're not going to leave the clubhouse hanging. We're going to still come and hang at the clubhouse. We're going to eventually get this channel to the membership portion. That's all I'm rooting for right now, is getting to the memberships for here. Hopefully I can get that done in the next, 4 to 5 months. It's not a rush. But if it comes faster than that, I am greatly appreciative. But we're gonna get up out of here. I'm gonna, end my night. I have to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning to get noodles, and then we got a long day tomorrow. But y'all be sure to come back tomorrow night, 7 o'clock p.m. We'll be live outside at the Friday Night Lights as the Farmington Falcons take on the North Farmington Raiders, their rivals in the community of Farmington Hills. So it should be a good game. I purchased my ticket. I'm gonna have my blanket because it get a little chilly at night. So I'm gonna have my lawn chair. I'm gonna bring my tripod with me, and we're gonna rock out and we're gonna watch the high schoolers, them teens, get up and do what they do. Yeah, I don't know much about the celebrities either, but we're gonna find some good commentary and stuff to hold over here and a few videos, because that's what I want to try to do on both channels. Make a video, let you all in Premiere, or let give you a day or two to watch it, and then come back and do commentary on it or whatever. So I'm trying to, figure that out and get in my little algorithm and my loop of being consistent, but as I am still trying to navigate this band situation, which it'll be over in November, and y'all know November will be here before we know it. It's like the middle of November is over, but then the holiday season will be coming, so we'll see what happened. But I'm gonna try to do my best to be as consistent as I can on this channel until I can get back to the news station. Now on the news station, look out just for a short or two, because I don't want to make videos that I can't get paid for over there. Can't get paid for the shorts either, but I do want to try to get back in the algorithm over there and let YouTube know, hey, she's still working. She still want her money eventually. So that's my plan. But I am gonna get out of here. Like I said, I gotta be up in the next 7 hours, 6 or 7 hours, and I'm not even sleepy because I took a nap. But I'm gonna try to get myself sleepy. I'm gonna smoke me a little blunt. Y'all know Miss Open be smoking, and hopefully it'll zen me out, put on my rain sounds. But yeah, you have a good night too, twin. Thank you. But tomorrow, yeah, we'll be at the game, and I'm gonna be loud and stuff and all that stuff. So, and y'all gonna hear a bunch of kids and all that, but we're gonna make the best of it. And I'll see y'all tomorrow night. Thank you for stopping by the clubhouse.